Okay, alright, let's see here. Okay, so new info about Project Sonic 2017. New character. New character? Oh man, could this mean? Cold Steel, they're finally giving you the chance that you never got. It's your turn to shine. Alright! Hey guys, Storm1208 here today, bringing you some more news about Project Sonic 2017, surprisingly. So, you guys probably know, I've talked about this game on my channel a little bit. Project Sonic 2017 was confirmed at Sonic's birthday party a couple months ago during the summer, and a lot of people, myself included, weren't expecting to get any more info about the game this year. However, there was recently a live stream held in Japan to celebrate the launch of Sonic Boom Fire and Ice, and Takashi Iizuka, who is the, I believe that's how you pronounce his name, he is the, he's the director of the Sonic the Hedgehog series, and while he was there, some people got a chance to interview him, and when interviewing him, we actually got some very important news about Project Sonic 2017. So, if you read the title of this video, you probably already know the stuff I'm going to talk about, but, one major thing that they talked about was that the game is going to feature generation-style gameplay. So we basically have 100% confirmation. The gameplay format is going to be the same as Generations was. We're going to have 3D boosting style modern stages, and then the 2D spin dash and platform style classic stages. If you guys want my personal opinion, I am 1000% okay with that. I'm totally for that. I loved Sonic Generations, definitely one of my favorite Sonic games to date. I know a lot of people who had issues with it, but I personally did not. So the fact that they are going to be bringing that type of gameplay back makes me very, very happy. It makes me extremely happy. So I am excited to, very excited to actually see how they implement this gameplay, because we do know that this game is not a, it's not an anniversary game, so they're not going to be pulling old levels like they did in Generations. It's going to have its own plot and its own levels, so I think that's going to be very interesting, because it's going to be its own game, but with the Generation style gameplay. And I was literally talking to one of my friends the other day. He's not that big of a Sonic fan, but he admitted that even he found Generations really fun. And when we hang out a lot, we sometimes play the game together. We actually we're doing a playthrough together right now. And he was I was saying, you know, if they made another, they announced another Sonic game, do you think you'd buy it? And he said, well, you know, if it played like this one, sure, because this one was fun. So I do think that was a good move on Sega's part, because it's exactly what I want, and I know it's something that a lot of other people want. We're gonna get the same gameplay style from Generations, just with new levels and a new story, and I am very, very excited and very, very happy about that. Apologies to anybody who was hoping we were gonna get like adventure style gameplay or some radical new type of gameplay, because that's obviously not gonna happen. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of adventure-style gameplay. I prefer the boost to the spin dash when playing 3D Sonic. And I know I am probably in the minority when I say that. I know a lot of people who think the spin dash is much better. But I do enjoy the boost games. Colors, Unleashed, Generations, great games. I always have really a lot of fun playing them. So yeah, I'm happy about that. But before I ramble on that too much, let me go into the other, arguably more important thing that Takashi Iizuka said, which is that Project Sonic 2017 is going to feature a new gameplay component and a new character. So let's dig into the first part of that statement. So the actual quote was brand new component. So the game is going to feature a brand new component. That's slightly scary for a lot of people, because it's very non-specific. Like, to give you an example, a gameplay component could be considered something as minor as like the Chow Garden in Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, or something as major as the entire gameplay style in Sonic Lost World. So when Takashi Iizuka said there was going to be a brand new component, now a lot of people are slightly scared. People are they going to like turn the game on its head? Is it going to be completely different, or are they just going to add a really small feature that's not going to impact it that much? So I mean, I'm optimistic. I don't think they're gonna implement something that's gonna screw up the entire game. I feel like they've made that mistake enough times to kind of realize they need to stop doing that. Also, I think the fact that he chose the word component specifically also kind of makes me feel a little bit better about it, because component, he didn't say feature, he didn't say gameplay style, he said component. Granted, this was a translated statement. He was talking in Japanese when he said this, so there might have been some wording lost in translation, but hopefully it's just something minor. I hope it is, and I know a lot of the people hope it is too. But the other thing we need to move on to is the brand new character. This is a big deal because that has a lot of impact on the game. So I can only assume that the reason they're adding a new character is because of the game's story. We've seen Sega add new characters to Sonic games to aid the story before. And what makes me kind of sad is when they confirmed that they were going to be adding a new character, I just heard a groan go across the entire internet. And like you go on forums and such, and you just read the comments. People are like, Sonic already has a big enough cast. You know, stuff like, oh, the last time they introduced a character was Silver in 06, and 06 sucked, this game's gonna be horrible. There are people saying, you know, oh, there goes Sega again, introducing crap we don't need. And I'm like, could you guys just chill out just a little bit? I think, especially since we don't even know who or what this character is, whether it's an ally or an enemy, and anything along those lines, I think that's going a little bit far. Just because I'm optimistic, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know if that's a benefit or a detriment on my part, but I'm going to go ahead and list a few games where Sega introduced both a new gameplay element and a new character, and the games ended up being fantastic, because they have done that multiple times. So, one big example is Sonic 3 and Knuckles. New character, they introduced Knuckles. Knuckles had never been in the Sonic game before that. New gameplay component, if you played as Knuckles, Knuckles played different than Sonic and Tails, and on top of that, they added Hypersonic, and they added the Elemental Shields. So, there's one great example where Sega introduced a new character and new gameplay style, or component, and it ended up working out extremely well. One other example, Sonic Rush. They introduced Blaze the Cat, and they introduced the ability to boost. Sonic Rush is, in my opinion, one of the best 2D Sonic games. Or one of the best newer 2D Sonic games. I'm not the Sprite classic games, I mean like on handheld. One of the best handheld Sonic games, I guess is what I should have said. But yeah, that game did extremely well. It was awesome, it was amazing. Sonic Rush Adventure introduced Marine the Raccoon. I don't know if that game introduced any new gameplay components. I think they slightly tweaked some of the stuff from the original Sonic Rush, but again, Rush Adventure did great. People liked it. I own both Rush and Rush Adventure. I liked it. Sonic Colors introduced Yacker, the little white wisp, and they introduced the color powers, which were the wisp power-ups. That game did extremely good. Sonic Generations. They didn't really introduce any new characters in that game, but they introduced a new gameplay style, which is the 3D modern stages and the 2D classic stages. Again, that game did really good. So I don't think just because they're adding a new character and a new gameplay component, I don't think that means the game is going to be bad at all. In fact, it makes me kind of excited, because I really want to see how they implement it this time around, and I want to see if the character has to deal with the story. In terms of like gameplay style, why did I say gameplay style? In terms of like whether the I didn't mean to say that. In terms of whether the new character is going to be an ally or an enemy, I'm not sure. Personally, I kind of want to see them being. Actually, no, I don't know what I want, because if they're an enemy, that'd be really neat. Because Sonic's constantly fighting Eggman, so it'd be really nice to see him fight somebody else for a change. We've seen Sonic fight Eggman a lot of times, so it'd be really nice to see him fight somebody else. Before Sega tried to do that by implementing the Deadly Six, but I think they did a really bad job. I did not like the Deadly Six. The Deadly Six had literally no reason for being in Lost World. Like, it didn't really make that much sense, I guess was the problem. If maybe the game was more plot heavy and they actually explained how the Deadly Six came to be, it would have been more okay, but they were so just kind of randomly shoved in there that it made them feel very awkward. I wasn't a huge fan of the Deadly Six. But maybe they could try and do something, like I said, Mephiles from Sonic 06. They tried to do it with Mephiles. They've tried to do it before. I would really like them to introduce a new enemy and see it succeed. Have somebody other than Eggman for Sonic to fight. I think that'd be really cool. If they want to make the character an ally, I'm cool with that too. Some people say Sonic's extended cast is already too large. I really don't care. My first Sonic game that I played consistently when I was really, really young was Sonic Heroes. So I'm biased because of that. Like, I really like the Sonic characters because the first game I played had like all of them in it. So whenever people are saying Sonic's friends like suck and like we don't need them, I'm always like, well, they're not that bad, because there's still that little kid in me who just had a really good time playing Heroes, and I don't know, I do enjoy Sonic's cast. Tails is my favorite character personally. Yeah, that's gonna go ahead and I think do it. This was just a really random sort of out of nowhere blurb of news. So I guess let me hear from you guys. Are you excited that there's going to be a new character in the Sonic series, or do you not like it when Sega adds new characters to the Sonic series, and are you kind of upset about that? And then also, are you happy that they're bringing back generation style gameplay, or do you wish that they had gone with a different gameplay style, or they had gone with one of the older gameplay styles like adventure style or classic style gameplay? Thanks a lot for watching, you guys. This is Storm1208 of Randomosity Gaming. If you're new here, check out some of the other videos on my channel and see if you're interested. I make videos about Nintendo, about Sonic the Hedgehog, and I even do like minor playthroughs and stuff. So I'm sure you'll like it here. Thanks a lot, guys, and I will see you next time. This is Storm1208. Goodbye. No, but seriously though, it's gonna be Cold Steel.